Undead Legacy had an update to be now on 20.6b6, I think it is, or b9, whatever the most current stable version of 7 Days to Die is. We can check that by going into Steam. We can see it's on Alpha 20.6. When you launch the game, it should say 20.6b9, I'm pretty sure. But let's just double check real quick. It'll be in the top corner here. B9 being the most up-to-date stable version, which you can see in the top right corner. It does say B9. Perfect. So what we're going to do is go to, let me minimize this. We're going to go get the download for Undead Legacy. When you first go to this page, it's ul.subquake.com. It's going to bring you to this page, which is the home page. You're going to go to download. You're going to download this first one because this is the latest staple, which is the B9 that we're running on. And you're going to click on download. I already have it downloaded for the purposes of the video, which is right here. If you don't already have this mod installed or you have not done it before, make a 7 Days to Die folder. Mine happens to be on my desktop. Inside of there, make a UL20 folder. Stands for Undead Legacy Alpha 20. And what we're going to do is go into Steam, Library, right-click on 7 Days to Die, browse local files. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Just Control-A, Control-C. Go back to your UL20 folder that's here. Control-V. Shouldn't take too long to paste. Essentially what this is doing is creating a second copy of 7 Days to Die, so then you can either play Undead Legacy or Vanilla, or, you know, whatever you feel like playing. Nope, dog's barking. So now these files are moved over to UL20, perfect. This 7 Days to Die folder we can X out of. We can minimize Steam, and your Undead Legacy download. It'll be a zip file, so you have to open it. You're going to get Undead Legacy stable main. Double click on that, and you have 10 items in here, 10 files. You're going to highlight all of them, or Control-A, Control-C. And you're going to drag them into the UL20 folder. Again, you're going to see this transfer window come up. Alright, and all those files just copied over. From here we can X out of the Undead Legacy zip, which was here. And to check to see if everything did install properly, you have 7 Days to Die right here, the application. But before you can do any of this, which I forgot to mention, go to Steam. Your Alpha 20, your normal, let me just take this out of here because I was testing it before. Remove. So your 7 Days to Die, if you click play, it's going to give you this. You're going to do show game launcher and hit play. You want to make sure, oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. You're going to want to make sure this easy anti-cheat is not checked off, because easy anti-cheat is a file-based anti-cheat software. If you have that enabled, because we're running stuff through files, it will not work. So make sure that's unchecked. Now, if we come back to our UL20 folder, and we double click on the 7 Days to Die application, not the 7 Days to Die launcher, this should load up Undead Legacy. If not, you may have to reinstall or re-download the Undead Legacy, and you may have to recopy over your 7 Days to Die folder. Now you could hear the music is different. Well, you probably can't because it's not recording desktop audio. But here you go. We loaded into Undead Legacy. Great. Now that we know that this is working, we can port it into Steam. The importance of porting it into Steam is where it'll give you the Steam overlay, such as tracking how long you've been in the game, sending friend invites, and all that stuff. The way you do that is going to open Steam, Library, or actually you don't have to go to Library. You'll be going through Games up here. Add a non-Steam game to your library. From here you're going to hit Browse. I know mine, so this folder I know is on my desktop in 7 Days to Die in UL20. What you want to choose is the 7 Days to Die application launcher that we just clicked on to see if the game was working. And hit Open. And then Add Selected Program. Now you're going to see I have two 7 Days to Dies here. This first one, Alpha 20.6, is the vanilla version of the game. This other version, even though it's blank, if you right click and hit Properties, you should see the file path that you just installed Undead Legacy into. So you can go to Properties and rename this to Undead Legacy, if I could spell. And then just X out of this little window, and here it is right here. So now you have the vanilla version of the game and Undead Legacy separate if you do want to switch between them. Now that this is added in here, if I hit play on this, it should load Undead Legacy. It'll say you're playing 7 Days to Die, but again, that's so you can use the overlay to invite people to your game. But they would have to have the mod installed as well. Yep. And there it goes. That's it. Your Undead Legacy is now installed, and then from here you can, do your new game and all the other stuff. Alright. Happy playing!